Third question, Honorable Thousand.
Third question. E-mobility. Can you take us through were they manufactured here or not? Can you tshwarise bothata go di kgaolong go tlhalosetsa batho gore go na le dikoloi tsa motlakase bangwe ba re nya go tswa kwa go irwa eng hela se rona re we didn't put them together. So what is the correct statement mo di kganyetse tsa dikoloi tsone tse na le tsone gone jana di kae di dira eng?
Fair question, I guess. PS, you can answer it. Ngobore bole lor tsone le tota di costile bokae? Yes. Ngobore bole lor di costa bokae le gona lor di costa rental ya tsone ke bokae ha lor di ntse go gongwe.
Okay. Thank you, honorable members. The colleagues are e-mobility thing. Let me just start by highlighting that, maybe just to give a bit of background, that when the program started, we implemented it in three phases. Phase one being to build capacity building, where we trained some technicians on e-mobility. Then the second one was to start the prototyping stage, where we were going to start with coming up with a prototype. Then actually the second stage, the prototype and the manufacturing of the vehicle. We have started with we wanted to do with there were some challenges with regard to the prototyping, and in the process we realized that we need to partner with some people because for you to be able to do something, you also have to do it better. You have to learn from those who have done it better. We have done it, and we decided to partner with.
PS, I get Botswana we utule. Dikoloi tsa e-mobility tse di leng teng gompieno di kae?
Okay, let me just go
direct. Di costile bokae? A ne di dirwa mono. I guess those are. A ne di dirwa mono. A ke re tsone go na le dikoloi gompieno. Le tere bone batho ba le go tsone go ba itshwantsha.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let me directly say, re na dikoloi tsa go na le tse leng gore re di rekile di le pope. About 9 of them that we bought, the SUV. They for promotional purpose. 3 directly ke battery, 6 were for the ministry. So this and the 10 koloi. Then they were the semi knockdown. The semi-knockdown is saying, or di sepope, di khawantswe, very hetari ready momakanya. Kadi passes on it. Those are the that is the semi-knockdown. So when you just on it, di tengo piano, 50 SUVs and 30 buses. It's
And 30 buses?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's ready dira the semi-knockdown. Di kgaogantswe re be re tla re di kopanya.
So re ke ra dira koloi ya motlakase kwana mo Botswana go tsa ke tsone tsene le semi knockdown le tsene la
in terms of the program ke tsone se re se dirileng go itlhalla gompieno.
So the minister was lying. Are ne le tsenya maotwana hela lona. Ke lwana ne le go tsenya maotwana hela. Was the minister lying? Who's lying? The minister and UPS. Minister went on to say,
jaaka ke tlhalosa batho tege go na le tse re di tsileng di na le maotwana.
tse dipope tse 9
Ee.
9 re mo
Yaanong ke
tule.
leka go e be go nna le the semi knockdown e leng gore ke tla re di kgaogantse di tla di le di sena maotwana di sena gongwe bo ditilo di sena dio tse dingwe yaanong ke tsone tse di tla be re heta re di tsenya bone maotwana re di tsenya ditilo re kopanya diphatse tse nne di kgaogane that is what you call the semi knockdown. Gore ga ona le mo go teng ke the complete knockdown no e leng gore e tla
Would you say, PS, that as Botswana, we are manufacturing koloi ya motlakase? Kore hala in one word, yes or no? Would you say re dira dikoloi tsa motlakase mo Botswana?
That's a fair question, I guess. Please go ahead and respond.
From the ministry perspective, the semi knockdown constitute the manufacturing.
Okay. Then Minister.
Let me my chance.
Then there has to be some reconciliation between your answer and the minister's answer. Mene ke batla go e heta go ngoka tsena ke tsenya ya bo hero e.
Kana yone ne le yone ya bo hello. Ya no.
Mekriana Mongame. Gongwe go botlhokwa gore re tlhabaganyalane. O supile di SUV tse 9 tse di tlileng di ntse yalo di le ke kopa leina la tsone tseo re nra di dira raitso ga gona koloi e senang leina gope mo lehatsheng le one o re he leina leo la koloi e re dira mo Botswana le tsone di base tsone tseo tse re dirile mo Botswana. Thank you.
O ska le bala di cost akere tsa gore cost ya go deliver all this e bokae.
The vehicles that we have in terms of the manufacture, we have engaged and we are partnering with a Chinese company, Skywell. So the quality I think we are sourcing them the parts and the vehicles from Skywell. So the quality I think the Skywell.
The video Skywell.
Yeah.
Okay. You're talking about 50, 39. You're talking about 89 vehicles in total. Just
check. Yeah, just to be correct. Say. Because ke batla go bua difigara tse di correct.
Erra. Go batla di le correct.
Ke batla go tronko. The total figure the area so far on the program is 130 million and 34,834.
Okay. 130 million.
130 million. Maybe just a quick breakdown. That we have the bus the SUV 30. Then the assembler through the semi-down arrangement. Give 59 million 327 706 70 tab. That is for 30 buses and 50 SUVs.
Yeah. Okay. Gompieno di kae tshwanetse di kae di dira eng di store le go kae a mme go di store le go teng a di renta. Can you just maybe get done with that one?
The koloi di teng di santse di le under di ko B3 because ke whatever manager the program.
Diko kae?
Diko rather under B3 our SOE.
All the 89.
Di santse di le ko B3 me ba Demo, we have rented a warehouse where we were assembling these vehicles.
You have rented a warehouse.
We have rented a warehouse.
Okay. So
Where
that's
we
where they are stored
Here.
for now.
For now, di gone go.
But that is the recipe. They're just stored there.
Gone ana ga di dire ga re ise re ka gore irile ha go nna le the change in administration, change of government. Re be re ema pele re emela gore re tle re kgone go di rola, re tle re kgone go tsa direction ya
It's
gore
6 months later. Azili the ruling.
re setse re di rotse se.
What is? I get Santa Gore, the renta ka bukahi. Meres na go di rola. What is the direction? What do you write?
Re sentse re di beile go setse go tsere tshwetso ya gore di re dire yang ka tsone. Tse dingwe re tla di gona tse ne re kopile gore re di dirise mela tota tshwetso e tse reng ke gore re the program ela yotlhe ya e-mobility ka gore re lemogile gore kana we have been advised gore se le rona re dumarang le sone gore re the aspect ya gore e be le ko B3 kana B3 that is research institute here we are talking of manufacturing, so we are more into commercialization. So B3 it's on gore be itbanya le research e se di dira dikoloi. So the whole program has been revised, and there is consideration. There is a decision ya gore re ise ko ministry wa trade where ba ile gore ke bona batla tsweledisang the e-mobility program.
Would you say this e-mobility program was a success?
It re tsweledise se me rena le tumelo ya gore e tla tswelela.
Was it a success?
Was it a success in terms of the objectives that we set? It's going well.
Really? It's going well?
Chairman, what are those objectives? Why did you buy this car? What are they for? Also, you said it's 130 million total for 89 cars, which means on average for each car it's about 1.4 million. These are executive cars, eh?
100 and
I don't know, 130 million.
Yeah.
You said 130 million, PS. So it's 89 cars in total, these vehicles.
59 million. So I say the figure I had that the total 130 was for the cost which include capacity building for the program.
I think there was a lot of waste here.
In fact, the 59 million you mentioned was for those that you semi-assembled.
Yeah.
You did not give us a figure for the 9. That will give us data to see our assembly, which one was cheaper. And like he was saying, and why do you still have them in store? You seem not to pay attention to that one. Or how much are you paying rent? And yet you want to go commercial on this in your own words. How did a review before you hand it over? You need to cover all these areas so that we see whether this thing can commercially bring any rewards or not.
Yeah. I'll give you one last chance. It won't save you enough. So, yeah.
Well, Thank you, Honorable Member. The objective comes from the government's commitment to also partake in addressing climate change issues, because it's known that these vehicles they don't produce carbon emissions because there is some gas. So basically, it's part of the consideration, or this they will help us to reduce carbon emissions, and also consideration, the economic consideration as a way of diversifying the economy, because there is a potential for value chain creation in the process. Botswana would also partake in.
Per, go ahead and answer the remaining questions. The question on rent.
The rent. Currently, the warehouse reduce 2 million, 15,094.
2 million?
2 million and 15,947. 50 tab.
Okay, let's reduce some of the
Let's reduce to establish or that was last year. We have paid rent so far.
Let's reduce 2 million,
Yeah.
15,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And you may be paying again?
Yeah. Certainly, if we continue lodging there, then we are going to pay.
Mm.
Yeah.
When I am to this project doesn't sound like it was a success. I don't think any right-thinking person would do a Kenya or no. This project was a success, unless you just want to defend it. Infrastructure, there is a the
construction of the infrastructure in a part of the program, because we are going to create, to have the charging infrastructure, and there's a regular the charger, fast chargers. We are going to install them across the country. So it's one of some of the
install in the
change of government. There is necessarily more spilling. Necessary dio darile ditsile morago. Then Harris now re ma pele le gore re tle re di role go setse go tsere tshwetso ka tsone gore re tla ta re ba re isang go bone ba trade ba tla ba lebella gore mme re tsweledisa yang. They will also advise on the way forward. But
I think
the charging, but the infrastructure is there. The chargers, they are there.
We have interest in the matter. We shall keep monitoring this one
Yeah.
very closely as the committee. We shall keep monitoring. 1,000, the last one.
The last question.
Sure.
Yami, ke tsa gore o tare ha information. Ke tsa gore the objective here, this e-mobility thing was not supposed to be government responsibility to build and sell. That was just a way of facilitating the private sector to venture into that. I don't think kore ke a tshwenyega no ha ile gore o kare le lebega le santse le batla go tswelela ka program ya ka o kare government ke yana tleng go manufacture dikoloi tse a ireng taking business from the private sector. I thought you were supposed to facilitate gore the private sector can go into this kind of business. But it's about tolling.